This is Fish Tucker Man, a guy who spends his days fishing, cooking, and pretending life's simple, as long as something bites. He's usually out on the west coast of Australia, chasing sunsets, seafood, and YouTube views. But this time, the ocean gave him something he wasn't ready to cook, because out there, miles from shore, he didn't just find fish. He found someone drifting, silent, and very out of place. And before you say clickbait, trust me, this is one catch you wouldn't want to reel in.
You going, mate? Go around, James. Go around, because look at the wind. You going all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I noticed you. I'm like, what's going on? Go around the other side, James. All right, kill the engine. Here, mate. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You got a ladder? In the back? Okay, mate. Yeah, there's a ladder here. How long you been out here?
I was in the water probably for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. I noticed you there a while. What do you got here? Okay.
It's just empty.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good man.
Are you getting my bag?
Yeah, we'll get your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're more important, but
It's my key in there.
yeah, sure, mate. Yeah.
Police key in there.
Yeah. Oh, my name's Dom.
That's right.
Yeah. You have a seat, mate.
Oh,
All right.
yes.
Yeah. All right. All right, James. Just
Yeah.
we'll get your keys first.
Key first,
Yeah, and then we'll get the boat. Jump on this side. Have a seat, mate. Yeah, you all right? You want a water? You want a beer?
Yeah, I got my beer like.
Well, where did you launch off the beach?
I launched the short growing.
All right.
So Tucker finds this guy with a flipped kayak, and apparently he's fine. He even offers him a beer, and the guy says no. Yeah, because rejecting free alcohol in the middle of the ocean is peak life choices. Tucker collects the dude's stuff like a good Samaritan, probably thinking, just another day playing coastside babysitter. Meanwhile, I'm over here wondering, who just silently drifts around the ocean refusing beer?
A wave came, or?
I got tangled and leaning over the one side.
Yeah.
And leaning a little bit too much.
Yeah, okay. So can we? Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can. Oh, it's pretty heavy. All right. So what I'll do, we'll have this on tow. So we're just trying to tie up this boat. So now obviously your car and all that stuff's here.
So yeah, the guy was lucky Tucker found him. Out there in the middle of the ocean, who knows what could have happened. A life or death situation, no doubt. But of course, the first thing we all think is, a beer would have helped, right? Maybe he was in shock. Maybe he just hates free stuff. Either way, he survived, and that's what really matters. Tucker packs up, probably muttering, "Humans, I'll never understand you." And we're left reminded that sometimes, surviving the ocean is just luck, and a little common sense. Or maybe just a cold beer we'll never get to share. This is Ozia. She lives full-time in her RV with her dog Moo Moo. Just a woman, a van, and a dream, plus the occasional mental breakdown when the GPS loses signal. Her channel, Pandemonium, is all about freedom, sunsets, and pretending the road is cheaper than rent. Most nights are peaceful, until they're not. Because on this trip, she parked somewhere that looked completely safe, quiet, calm, nothing weird. Then, in the middle of the night, a scream tore through the silence.
So not sure if you all can hear, but I'm not sure if he's drunk or he's just mentally unwell. But there's a guy just walking through base camp cussing. I mean, like, severely cussing. You probably can hear him. He's also kind of not making any sense. It's kind of freaky, weird, and creepy. Yeah, did you hear that crazy guy screaming?
Do you have your camera?
Huh?
Do you have your camera?
I do.
Your cell phone.
I caught him earlier. He was just, I mean, he started.
You got him on camera?
Well, I didn't really I got him screaming because he started on that end over where the guys were.
Right.
And then he made his way over here and he was just, and he was like, he sat down and he was screaming, cussing. And then I was like, I don't know if he's.
He's right at the bottom.
What?
He's where?
From my van.
Oh, he is?
It's towards the river.
Oh.
Right next to your van? Where those rolls were?
So, Ozia steps outside, and she's not the only one. Apparently the whole campground heard it too. Now it's just a group of half-awake strangers, all standing there, united by one thing: mutual shock. Nobody knows where the scream came from, or who screamed, but everyone's suddenly a detective in pajamas. They call the police, of course, because when humans panic, we outsource it to someone with a flashlight.
Oh, that's a woman?
Yes.
Oh.
I have no idea.
like
This is a
God.
woman.
No, well, there was a male subject that was down there with her. Yeah, I guess he left. He's driving a white Jeep. He went into town, so we're going to see if we can't find him.
That's not true.
No.
That's not true.
That happened long before we heard anything.
She's been here by herself the whole time,
Okay.
screaming
Well,
at somebody that wasn't there.
Right. She has a history of drug use.
Lord.
She is a local from the area, but she does state that they are camping down the river a little ways. She plans on returning to that campsite here shortly. I let her know that if there's any more outbursting or screaming noises, whatever like that, we'll come back out and then she'll be transported and be living with us. So, as it sits right now, we're going to go try to find him, make sure he's okay.
So turns out it wasn't a monster or some lost soul calling for help, just a woman high enough to outscream nature itself. Police said she'd been wandering the woods and losing arguments with trees. And honestly, that's the scary part. Out here, it's not always the wild animals that make your blood run cold. Sometimes it's people, running on zero sanity and a bad mix of chemicals. Makes you think, maybe the forest isn't dangerous. Maybe it's just tired of hosting humans. This is Ariana, the kind of person who thinks living in a van is all sunsets, freedom, and minimalism, until the plumbing decides otherwise. Her YouTube channel, Taking a Journey, is all about life on the road, tiny space, big dreams, and apparently unlimited water leaks. In this episode, her van's water tank bursts just as night falls, so she does what any van lifer would do, finds a quiet spot, parks, and hopes for the best. But sometimes, the safe place for the night is exactly where the real trouble starts.
So I'm not sure where it's leaking from, but it has spilled everywhere. So the water is under here, all over the floor still. And down here. I just got off. I just want to relax. And I have a lot of stuff to clean. And it's not just cleaning up the water, because it's from my gray water tank. So I have to go and bleach this. I have to bleach all of this, like all of this down. And I have a huge mess over here, everywhere.
Even though she clearly didn't feel like mopping up a miniature ocean, Ariana did it anyway because, you know, van life influencers must hustle for that next wholesome thumbnail. She turns the camera back on to tell her fans she's finally cleaned up the mess. And right as she says it, something happens that wipes that calm right off her face. Stay with me. This part gets weird.
3 times. So, I'm pretty sure it's clean, but it just doesn't feel clean enough. You know what I'm saying? Someone just came and knocked on my window and said I'm out here. And I always keep my my pocket, you know, on me. So I'm reaching back. I'm stunned because who the is this? I don't see the person anymore. I don't even want to park here anymore. Yeah, I don't want to park here anymore.
She checked. No one there, which makes it worse, honestly, because who knocks on a van door in the middle of nowhere and doesn't want to be seen? Maybe it was someone hiding, maybe just someone testing if she'd step outside. Either way, Ariana did what every horror movie character should have done, jumped in the driver's seat and got the hell out. That's van life for you, finding a quiet place to sleep, then realizing you're not the only one who did. Peace and freedom sound great until the knocking starts. Outdoor Tom, the son of Luke from the notorious Outdoor Boys channel, is slowly stepping into the spotlight. After years of running the show, Luke decided to step back and let his son take the reins, popping in every now and then to remind everyone he's still the boss. In this video, the duo heads deep into Alaska, camping and fishing like nothing could possibly go wrong, which, of course, in the wilderness, is always the perfect time for nature to remind you who's really in charge.
Tom here with the After Tom YouTube channel. Today, we're floating the Togiak River. For the next 4 days, we're going to be camping and fishing for Arctic char, salmon, trout, and grayling. And we won't see another human being for the whole entire time.
They spent a few days fishing, catching some impressive salmon and a variety of other fish, all while enjoying some quality time together. Father and son, away from the chaos of everyday life, soaking in the gifts that nature offers, at least when nature feels generous. But after a couple of days in the wilderness, Tom decided to move to a different spot. That's when things started to feel off. What began as a peaceful adventure was about to take a turn for the dangerously unexpected.
Now grab your bear mace. There you go. You got another one?
Another one in the mouth.
Oh, that's a big chum, Tommy. Oh, look at that, Tom. Okay, now put him in the water. Let's let him go.
There! I was right next to him.
Yeah, he was coming around the corner. You see that? You scared him.
Why is he scared of me?
He saw you and he just came running upstream. Now here, Tommy, I got a fish on.
Okay. Now when I saw him, he was staring right at me. He looked a little bit smaller, so he may have been younger.
Ooh.
Oh. I don't.
You want to come hang out with me instead of over there by the bear?
Yeah. Have you had stuff happen to you like that before?
Oh yeah.
Well, we do not tell Mom. We do not tell Mom. Until once we get back.
Chum. I love fishing for chum. Okay. Look at that. They're nice
Beautiful
chum.
fish.
Let me ask you this, Tom. Did you have time to get your bear mace out?
No, not really.
Because when you scare a bear like that, it happens so quickly that, yeah, it's just...
I was over there with the bear mace and I did this. Like when I was like over there and it's already around.
Situations like this can unfold so fast, you barely have time to think, let alone react. Tom was incredibly lucky the bear got spooked and ran off, because that doesn't always happen. Out here, you've got to stay alert and ready for anything. I mentioned nature's gifts earlier. Well, bears are technically one of them. Just not the kind you want to unwrap up close. Luckily, Luke's been through enough of these encounters to stay calm, almost like he knew what was coming. In the end, everything turned out fine. And maybe, just maybe, Tom walked away with a lesson that'll stick with him for the rest of his adventures. On September 25th, 2022, the hunting public were out in Missouri just hunting, or so they thought. Then they heard something they couldn't explain. Weird screams echoing through the woods. Whatever it was, it definitely wasn't on their hunting checklist, but hey, see for yourself. Just as they were about to call for help, they heard it, and whatever it wasn't ordinary. After they called the authorities, it seems nothing was ever found. No footprints, no signs of an intruder, just the woods, silent as if nothing had happened. All that remained was this video, a haunting reminder of the day that went completely off the map. And honestly, you've got to wonder, if whatever it was didn't want to be found, maybe it succeeded. One day, Darian Cullen found a cat lying lifeless near his house. After a careful examination, a specialist confirmed it was dead. He buried the cat, thinking that would be the end of it. But a few days later, while sitting inside his house, he started hearing faint meows. Curious and uneasy, he went to check, and what he saw next was something he never expected.
Bro, what the hell? How the hell does this keep happening to me? What? Where did you come from? How are you even like... What made you come over here? Bro, what the hell, bro? How does this keep happening? Bro, you gonna follow me now?
Apparently the cat came back to life 2 weeks after Darian buried it. While there's no clear scientific explanation, some say cats can enter a state of shock or hibernation-like condition that makes them appear dead. Others, well, might just call it a miracle. Either way, if the cat dies again, don't be surprised if Darian decides never to bury it again. In March 2025, the crew from Real Loose Adventure, a group of guys who treat danger like it's a weekend hobby, set out on another insane trip through the Australian wilderness. This time, their mission, hunt wild boars along a remote river. Simple enough, right? Well, not quite. The video starts with them realizing their easy river trip turned into a 10-kilometer hike in complete darkness, through thick, unforgiving bushland.
We're broken down, no food, 10k walk, middle of the night, and no moon. Hopefully these torches don't run out.
It was supposed to be a quick hunt, but after running into one problem after another, their plans completely fell apart. The crew used a small boat, pulled by an ATV, as they made their way through the wild terrain of North Queensland. On their first attempt, they hit sharp rocks that could have easily sliced the bottom of the boat open, but after a few rough hours, it finally seemed like the sun was shining their way again.
Yeah. Go.
You're out, you
missed him.
You're fully loaded there. Oh shit.
First pig of the day. Well, second pig actually. Squiz got one. And then we smoked this one. Primo.
Yeah.
Big Preggers dog. We got a 6-for-1 deal.
After managing to catch several wild boars, the crew got back on the river, the same one lined with sharp rocks waiting beneath the surface. And of course, the inevitable happened. The boat's engine slammed against a rock and instantly gave out, leaving them stranded in the middle of nowhere.
I've got the better end of the stick here with the boys over there trying to get the boat up this waterfalls here. We haven't got enough fuel to go back the other way, but we sort of stuffed up very bad today. Like, oh, they're getting it. Oh. 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 Pull it, no!
Silence settled over the forest. With no way out, the crew had no choice but to camp there for the night. No food, no supplies, just the sounds of the wild and their poor life decisions echoing through the trees. By morning, they somehow managed to pull the boat out using a 4x4 and finally made their way home. No boar steak, no clean clothes, but at least they were still alive, and in their book, that's what counts as a successful trip. Lawson Lindsay, a guy completely obsessed with fishing. If you've ever seen his channel, you know it's all about rods, reels, and those jaw-dropping locations that almost make you want to start fishing, just for the views. This video starts like all the others, calm, scenic, peaceful, but then something happens that nearly scares the bait out of him.
Welcome to nature, man. This is just unreal beautiful. So funny, man. As a kid, it did not matter to me at all what the water level was at. When I was in my kayak, I would send it over this dam. It's tiny, but I would love to pretend that we have whitewater rapids here in Florida, you know. It was always so good. The rain finally started to hit us, so we're gonna hop back in. Got the raincoat back on, hopefully go find a big snow.
It is coming down. This is when these really expensive dry bags earn their money right here, and I'm glad that I have them. Sometimes I look at my $250 backpack and I think I'm an idiot, and then this happens and I'm like, all right, it's okay. Wow, man. Look at such a giant fish in the rain.
Everything looked perfect, calm water, beautiful view, but once Lawson got on the river, something appeared.
Oh, bigger snook. What an eat. What a freaking eat. Oh my gosh. Come back for it. Absolutely tried to dumpster it. Oh my alligator, you scared the piss out of me. Get out of here. Oh. Ugh. Hey. Eat it, son. Holy crap, you are ready to fight. Get the frick out of here, dude. Oh, that scared the piss out of me. I'm so thankful that it's like a 7-footer and not an 11-footer. Bro, he is trying to square up. Hey. You don't give a rat's ass.
I swear to God, if you bite my paddleboard, I'll be pissed. I don't want to turn my back on this thing. Get out of here, you rat. Jeez Louise. Oh, he's swimming right in front of it. Come on. I'm gonna try to cover some ground real quick. You went and hit underneath those branches. What? What a moment. What a moment. Oh, I get your legs shaking and heart pumping. Honestly, I'd be happier to be in any vessel other than a paddleboard to be dealing with that thing. But really, it's probably like an 8-foot alligator. The only reason he's being so aggressive is because he felt cornered because I came around that bend and maybe scared him a little bit. And, you know, he didn't have anywhere to go. He'd have to turn his back and climb up the bank.
Apparently, a hungry alligator had decided to check him out, circling the boat like it was lunchtime. Luckily, Lawson kept his cool and didn't let it get too close. Those little modern dinosaurs, as people like to call them, aren't exactly something you want to mess with, especially when you've just stepped into their house, and they're the ones who are hungry. Robert Field, the man who traded office lights for sunlight and conference calls for crashing waves. A few years ago, he left the corporate grind behind to chase something real, the thrill of travel, the peace of fishing, and the unpredictable beauty of the outdoors. Now he lives full-time in a travel trailer, exploring every corner of America, and sometimes places most people wouldn't dare to go. He meets locals, cooks his catch, and tells stories from the wild. But in this trip, what he finds isn't just another great fishing spot, it's something much stranger.
So I'm out here about 600 yards off the beach, fishing for sharks. It's probably my 5th time in the ocean in a kayak, and my 1st time fishing for sharks. And I'm out here alone, and the wind has picked up. It is whipping right now. So basically everything they tell you not to do, I'm doing right now.
Kayak fishing for sharks. Not exactly your average day on the water. The wind was fierce, the waves relentless, and the ocean seemed determined to throw him off at every turn. But Robert wasn't about to let a little thing like nature or giant predators stand in his way.
Let's see if I can see him. There he is. Little black tip. Yeah, that's what I'm out here for. And I got one. Not so scary out of the water. It's just a big fish. Alright, I'm gonna let this guy go. I gotta go find my anchor. So basically, as I'm searching for my anchor, I'm not paying attention. The waves are really getting big. The wind's picking up. I'm trying to look for my anchor, and I lean too far to one side, and just perfect timing, this gigantic wave nails me from the opposite side. I'll tell you what, this is a really stable boat, but as I learned that day, any boat can flip.
After catching the shark he'd been after, a pretty decent-sized one, Robert released it back into the water, but in a moment of distraction, a powerful wave flipped his kayak completely. 3 grueling minutes of struggle later, he finally managed to climb back on. Though anyone who's been in a situation like that knows those moments feel like an eternity. By the time he reached shore, someone had already spotted the commotion and called the authorities. A helicopter was already circling above. It's a harsh reminder that even the most experienced anglers can be at the mercy of nature, and also that maybe, just maybe, we should all pay a little more attention to the waves, or at least invest in a better balance on a kayak.
Why is there a bunch of water in the boat?
Are you serious?
Did you put the plug in?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Connor Blank from Sea Bass is out on the water, chasing his dream of becoming a top fishing YouTuber and tournament angler. But in this trip, things take a turn. Their boat develops a hole, and now it's a race against time to reach shore before it sinks. Will they make it, or is this trip going to go under?
Boat ramp. All right, put it on the boat ramp.
They pushed the boat to its limits, racing against the rising water. With every splash, more water poured in, and all they could do was pray for a miracle, or at least a very forgiving shoreline.
Trailer. I need your trailer. We need your trailer. We're sinking. We're sinking. We're sinking bad. Holy shit. You're off. You're off center. You need to come this way. Yeah.
Luckily, they made it to the mall. Yes, a mall, where someone was launching their own boat from the platform. Thinking fast, they slid their sinking vessel straight onto it, saving it from a watery grave and giving it a chance to see a mechanic instead of the bottom of the lake. Sometimes survival isn't about skill, it's about being in the right place at the right time, and maybe a little luck. Nomadic kayak fishing is a channel where the creator usually takes his kayak out, films what he catches, and most of the time, what he doesn't. But in this video, what started as just another peaceful fishing trip quickly turned into something else entirely when he came face to face with one of the ocean's top predators.
Well, good morning. It is about 6:15 for me here, and I've just paddled the kayak out through the river mouth here, which is quite a nice little warm-up. It's a really cool thing about this spot. You get to paddle through a river, then wheel your kayak over the sandbar and out to the sea. But we have glamour conditions out there today. Almost no wind and almost no swell, which is not a common occurrence at this spot. So I'm very, very stoked to get out there. Yep, here we go. Just tossed the lure up while I was moving to the other ledge. Good kahawai for a live bait.
Everything seemed normal at first. He even caught a few decent fish. But the calm quickly shattered when a massive shadow appeared beneath the kayak, followed by the unmistakable presence of a great white shark.
No rascal. Out of the reef. What the Great white! Great white!
The massive shark appeared right beside him. Feeling the danger, he started paddling as fast as he could, constantly glancing behind him to keep an eye on the predator following him through the water.
Oh, mate, get out of the rudder! Holy shit! Fuck me, there's a huge great white behind me. Fuck me. Fuck, he's following me. Fuck me. Leave me alone. I throw a water bottle in the water and might grab his attention and he might go and eat it. Oh, he's coming closer. He's right on my tail. Alright, we'll throw this water bottle.
He tried to distract it by throwing a water bottle into the sea. For a brief moment it seemed to work, but not for long. The shark quickly returned, closing in once again.
Oh yeah, he's still back there. He's about 20 meters behind me now. Fuck, he's coming closer. Fuck. I'm sorry for all the swearing, but I'm shitting bricks right now. Far out. When a great white gets to that size, its main food source is marine mammals. And I'm a marine mammal right now. I don't know where he's gone, but I'm gonna turn these cameras off. Oh shit, that was him. Shit, that huge swirl behind me. I hope that front camera picked it up. Oh fuck me. He's still following me. He's got a distance, but he could swim up on me at any moment.
He paddled with everything he had, keeping the shark at a cautious distance, and finally made it safely to shore, unharmed but with a story he'll never forget. A close encounter like that is a stark reminder. Never underestimate the ocean's predators or the power of a well-timed sprint. Nature can be deadly serious, but sometimes it's also surprisingly entertaining. Meet Jen, the kind of person who thinks the world gets better with a smile, a camera, and a little dog in a costume. Her dog Maggie is the star of her channel, cute, friendly, and blissfully unaware that life isn't always a highlight reel. Today, they went to a quiet park, planning to film something simple, a cheerful walk, a costume, a few laughs. But the thing about nature is, it doesn't always follow your script. Sometimes it writes one for you, and it's not the kind of story you'd want to upload.
Good girl, love. Good. You ready? We're gonna try again. Now that it's all dirty and torn to shreds. You're gonna make the best dirty ghost? You're gonna make the best dirty ghost? Whoa. Oh my god. Holy shit. Is he okay? Are you okay? Alles good?
She hears someone screaming in the woods, like actual murder audition level screaming. Yells, "You okay?" Nothing. And instead of leaving, she just keeps filming. Because, well, Maggie looked too good in that costume not to share it with the world.
It's okay. You step out.
So, in the end, the stress got to her. She stopped filming, took off Maggie's costume, and called the police. They came, looked around, said everything was normal. Yeah, because screaming in the woods is totally a Michigan bedtime story. Some people online said it might have been an animal. But I don't know, those screams sounded way too human. Like someone halfway between a man, a wolf, and a really bad life decision. If you've ever heard anything like that out there, drop it in the comments. Because whatever it was, it sure didn't sound like nature's idea of fun. Brian, the man behind Black Mass Paranormal, has always been on a quest for the unknown. Whether it's the mystery of life after death or the questions that keep most of us awake at night, his channel has become a space for curious minds who share the same hunger for answers. But in this video, Brian takes things to a whole new level. He heads deep into the Smoky Mountains, searching for what locals call the feral people. What he ends up finding, though, is something far darker and far more real. Let's just say this trip turns into a chilling fight for survival. Stay close, because what happens next is not for the faint of heart.
Black Mass Adventure. Now, the area that we are in today is insanely special. This is going to be a long day, probably a really long video, because we are on the hunt for the feral people. And we have traveled to a very, very unique location. So this is kind of part of a couple of investigations that I have been going on. Currently, I am in the Smoky Mountains. What's interesting is that this area is known for its cryptids, its hauntings, its disappearance of people, strange mysteries, aliens, UAPs, ghosts, goblins.
The video began like any other. Brian doing what he does best, documenting, exploring, and keeping things intriguing for his viewers. But as he took a quiet moment to sit and meditate, something unusual caught his eye.
Basically just trying to keep it out of the public's eye. Now, as I'm standing here, I just looked down and I saw a pretty interesting spore here. Or I saw an interesting footprint. So that, I mean, that's the size of a little kid's shoe. Oh shit, there's a bear. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know where he went. There's a rattlesnake too. Okay. I just got that feeling of not being alone.
Brian had that strange feeling, like someone was watching him. And he was right. You'll see what I mean in a second. He kept recording, trying to stay calm, but the deeper he went, the more wrong everything started to feel. Then, just as he launched his drone, something on the ground caught his attention, and let's just say it wasn't exactly a lost hiker or a squirrel with attitude.
See what I mean? This isn't the most... Holy... That's a rattlesnake. God damn. Whoa. Hi. Gotta be careful here. Alright, buddy. So, see, what's important is to stay calm.
Yeah, that was a rattlesnake, and a big one too. Its venom's strong enough to take down 4 or 5 grown adults. Luckily, Brian spotted it just in time. One more step, and he'd probably be the one getting featured on Nature Gone Wrong. Sometimes the paranormal isn't nearly as dangerous as what's actually living out there in the woods. So tell me, what would you rather face? A ghost, or this guy waiting in the grass? Drop a comment, hit subscribe, and help me bring this channel back to life. It's been clinically dead for 2 weeks, but we're reviving it one scare at a time. On June 7th, 2025, a YouTuber named Davies Dash uploaded a video that quickly caught everyone's attention, and not for the usual reasons. The video starts simple enough. Davey heading out for a solo camping trip near the Lynn River in southern Ontario. No fancy setup, just a sleeping bag, a few supplies, and a knife for safety. Pretty normal, right? Well, considering this clip made it into this compilation, you can probably guess things didn't stay normal for long.
This is really in between nowhere. Anyways, but yeah, that's me sorted. I'm gonna have a beer. Cheers. And yeah, that's just grab some water like I said. Dinner tonight is gonna be a freeze-dried meal. I actually stole it from my sister. That she had left over from Algonquin. So I guess I owe her a $20 bill now, but whatever, she doesn't care. Yeah, and that's dinner. I'm just gonna boil some water, put it in a bag, long handle spoon, and dig in. Like I said, the backpack is firmly squared away under here. You can see that. So, knife will come into my bed with me tonight. Other than that, I mean, yeah, perfect night for a cowboy camp. And let's take one more look at it. That's what I got, guys. That's all we're doing tonight.
Everything seemed perfect at first. Davey was settling in for the night, ready to sleep under the open sky. But around 11 p.m., the quiet was shattered. A homeless man appeared carrying 2 steel pipes, looking clearly intoxicated. Then, out of nowhere, he started screaming like a maniac. Luckily, Davey's instincts kicked in just in time, and he woke up before the man got too close.
Well, that's where I was sleeping. Until the homeless man with 2 goddamn steel pipes come walking into my camp about 10 feet away from me while I was sound asleep. Well, I guess we know who needs his knocked down his throat now, doesn't he? But that will be a battle for another day. That is not our concern tonight. Our concern tonight is being somewhere safe and getting some kip. So, alright, well, I guess we're shoving off. But that better watch the out, because all I should do is just got up and throttle him. But again, he had 2 steel pipes in his hand, 10 feet away from where I was sleeping. And yeah, that's it's not gonna work for me right now, so let's just fucking go.
After the encounter, Davey made the smart choice. He didn't try to confront a man who clearly wasn't in his right mind, possibly high and armed with steel pipes. Instead, he moved to a different spot, not leaving the area entirely, determined to still spend the night under the stars, but safely out of harm's way.
That incident took place at like 11 o'clock, quarter to 11, and it is now, I don't know what you can see here, almost midnight. So, it's time to get a few hours of sleep. Oh, okay. And, yeah. So, yeah, I've calmed down on that incident. I still, like, inside me, I still think he needs his teeth kicked down his throat. But we've moved on. We're in a better place. At least now I don't have to worry about some guy standing 10 feet away from me with 2 steel pipes. Like, you know, like pipe fitting pipes, like for gas lines and stuff, you know, like that black iron pipes. That's what he had, 2 of them, 1 in each hand. So at least now I'm not worried about that. We can sleep peacefully and yeah, just enjoy our night.
This time, luck was actually on his side. No more unexpected guests wandering in with steel pipes. Davey finally got to enjoy his night under the stars. Well, as much as you can enjoy anything after being screamed at by a guy who probably thinks he's in an action movie. Still, he slept lightly, one eye open, ready for whatever the forest decided to throw at him next. What about you? Would you have stayed and pretended you were fine? Or grabbed your stuff and bolted like a normal human? In August 2021, the YouTube channel Eek Acres uploaded a video that was supposed to be just a simple van camping night. But as soon as he arrived at the first spot, strange things started happening. Eerie lights and shadowy figures that looked almost human seemed to be lurking around. Deciding to move to a different location, he thought he'd escape the strange activity, only to end up somewhere even worse. You know how the saying goes? You dodge the devil and run straight into the witch.
I don't know, you guys, but this place is 10 times creepier than Pineapple Junction at night, especially with a moon high in the sky, very bright, a big moon. It is way creepier here. If you missed that video, Bigfoot Country on location, go back and watch that video, because that's where I'm at tonight. That's where I'm at. I'm parked right at the trailhead, and it is creepy out there, you guys. Holy crap. I've never seen this place at nighttime. So, I don't even know if I dare sleep with my fan on tonight, because I want to be able to listen. But, anyway. Let me go to prostitute mode. There we go. That other light's a little too bright. So anyway, you guys, I don't want to make this segment too long. I will come back and let you know if anything else happens. Hopefully not. I just want to go to sleep. That's all I want to do. I just want to go to bed.
Around midnight, he was jolted awake by a noise so loud it felt like the forest itself had erupted. The sound stopped, then started again, as if someone, or something, was trying to get inside. Heart pounding, he scrambled to the driver's seat and sped off, still in his underwear, because apparently nothing says camping adventure like a midnight getaway in your skivvies.
You guys, oh my God, hold on. You guys, I'm not joking. You guys, I'm not joking. I don't even have my freaking shoes on. I'm driving in my socks.
The van was attacked. I thought I was dreaming. I fell asleep. I was sound asleep, and then something woke me up. It was loud as hell. And then I was laying there a second. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And then it happened again. I swear on my life, this is not a joke. Oh my God, you guys, I am shaking like you would not believe. It is 12:15 a.m. So I fell asleep for about an hour and the van was attacked. I can't even believe what happened. I can't believe what just happened, you guys. Scared the hell out of me. Oh my God, was that loud? Woke me out of a sound sleep, scared the out of me. It's only 56 degrees out. You know what, you guys? I think I believe in Bigfoot now. I am not joking. I think I believe in Bigfoot.
Still shaking and with his heart racing, he explained to his viewers exactly what had just happened. The way he told it with that raw, panicked voice made it impossible to think it was fake. After this night, he says he's a believer. He actually thinks Bigfoot might be real. Now you have to ask yourself, what do you think it was? A real Bigfoot out for a midnight stroll? Or just some thief trying to break into his van and give him an unforgettable wake-up call? Either way, I think we can all agree this guy earned a whole new level of respect for camping alone at night. Brendan, from the YouTube channel Brendan Explores, was getting ready for a night in his van. He first stopped at a parking lot in Jay Wake, but things immediately felt off. Barrels on fire and some sketchy-looking people nearby made him decide to move along. The second spot looked normal, a quiet parking lot with few people around, and Brendan felt safe, at least at first. After he ate, he noticed the lot had emptied, leaving him alone, and the sounds from outside weren't exactly reassuring. Guys doing donuts in cars, others riding dirt bikes. Then he realized he was truly on his own. That's when the sinking feeling hit. This night wasn't going to stay peaceful for long.
I've seen a few boy racers doing donuts at the mini roundabout up there. That mini motorbike that was running earlier on has been firing up again. I don't know if I feel this car park or not. When I started cooking dinner, there was a few cars parked around me. There was a van over there. And now I am the only one in this car park, and I wonder why. I'm going to follow my gut instinct. I'm not parking here tonight. Just got a funny feeling about it, and I think when you have that feeling, best thing you can do is move on. Right, okay. I'll look for park for night. Find a lovely little spot that isn't too far from where I am right now, and see if I can get my head down for the night. I don't think I'm going to be able to relax properly here. No, I won't. Okay, right. I'll join you back in a sec when I know where I'm staying for the night.
After about half an hour of driving, he found another spot near a quiet farm. As night fell, everything seemed calm, and Brendan began settling in for sleep. But around 2:30 a.m., sudden noises jolted him awake as if he'd been dead and dragged back to the living. Heart racing, unsure what he was dealing with, he started shouting, hoping, praying that whatever was out there would get scared instead of him. Every creak, every rustle made him jump, and he couldn't tell if it was a wild animal, a prankster, or something else entirely. Let's just say, this wasn't the peaceful van camping night he had planned.
I think someone's outside the van. Half-past 2. Someone just tried the door. Hey! Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm going to get out of here. Oh my god. That's my phone.
Brendan says the driver's side window had been smashed. At first, it seemed like the thieves were trying to get in normally, but the door was locked. Then, smashing the window, they probably hoped to find something valuable inside. When Brendan started shouting, the thieves scattered immediately, speeding off in a car as he watched. After the incident, Brendan drove home, a 3.5-hour journey, with a broken window, freezing cold, and shards of glass everywhere. Thankfully, he made it home safe and sound. Sometimes, isolating yourself in the wilderness isn't the safest idea. Some people see you as easy prey with no one around to help, so think twice before you go off alone, especially if you're truly isolated. Timber giant Bigfoot spent nearly 30 years searching for clear evidence of Bigfoot. During that time, he collected countless videos and photos of what is believed to be the elusive creature. Then, in September 2013, while exploring the forests of southern Ontario, he heard some strange noises. Following the sounds, he stumbled upon a creature, and what he encountered that day would stay with him forever.
Shit. Where is it? Oh, come on, where? It's right there. I don't have my glasses on. Holy. That's what's making the noise. Holy shit. Oh crap, I lost it. Where'd it go? I'm pretty sure that was the thing that was making the noise. I'm not seeing it now. I think that's it. Oh, cameras everywhere. Oh, look at that. What the hell am I looking at? I'm looking down there. I don't see it at all with my eye, but I can kind of see it on the screen. It's gone now. There it is. Holy. Oh, look. Oh my God. I'm guessing it's probably... Look at the cover here. It's probably like 150 feet away. It's me. I'm behind it, I guess. I'll see what happens. I don't know if I should do this or not. It's not even... Okay, where is it? Where's it? Oh, look at this. Holy... freak.
The creature seemed to be the source of the strange noises. After seeing it, it appeared to move off to the left, slowly disappearing from view. Timber, curious and cautious, decided to approach the spot where the creature had been to investigate the area further, not knowing exactly what he might find.
I should just survey the area and look around or just look for some footprints. Look at this though, holy. The stone is even warm. Look, here's where it was smashing things with it. Look at this. The stone's right in the ground. This fuck. There's a friggin' dog. It's a wild dog. It's gone.
Arriving at the spot, he even found the stones that had been making the noises, still warm to the touch. So, what do you think it was? Could it really have been Bigfoot? And what on earth was it doing with those stones? Trying to start a fire to stay warm, or just messing with Timber's mind? From what I saw, the fur looked more like a bear's, but the way it moved, who knows? He woke up in the middle of the night. There was a sound, like someone knocking on the stairs. What he was about to discover was truly terrifying. Noah lived in an old house, one that had stood for decades. Locals said the woman who lived there before him, Maria, had died on those very stairs after a terrible fall.
Mary! Mary girl! Ooh, I'm covered in goosebumps. Mary, I know you just died 106 years ago, bitch. Give it up, Mary. Cut it out. Come on, Mary, for real. You done said your fucking piece 106 times. Die. Go to the grave. This shit's creepy. I'll give it to you since it's your death dates or whatever. Happy 106th day in heaven. I hope you're in heaven. I'm gonna try to run past it. Hey, Mary. Mary, can you stop? Mary! Stop! Creepy ass painting. I am not cut out for this shit, y'all. My motherfucking rosary.
So either Noah bought that house, or the rent was suspiciously cheap, because there's no way I'd sleep there after hearing those noises. I mean, sure, the story about Maria dying on those stairs might explain it, but if you ask me, it was probably just some raccoon with a death wish. Still, the fact that his landlord seemed totally chill about it, yeah, that's the real horror right there. Anyway, what do you guys think? Ghost, animal, or just bad insulation? Let me know in the comments. I need answers as much as Noah does. Meet Allison, the creator behind Travel Snacks. This time she's not out chasing sunsets or gas station snacks. She's in Texas visiting her son, wandering the neighborhoods of Dallas, probably thinking about buying a house, or at least pretending adulthood still sounds fun. But here's the thing about quiet suburbs. They only look peaceful, because sometimes what feels like a casual stroll through a new neighborhood turns into the kind of walk you don't forget.
I drove around like 3 or 4 different neighborhoods. The first one just, I don't know, it was very nice, beautiful, but just felt very, to me, lonely. It just, is this working? Maybe it's just that I didn't really see a lot of people walking around. And then the next neighborhood that I drove around was really nice. Lots of nice houses, and I have a feeling that they're really probably expensive. And I want to live somewhere that's a little bit more vibrant, maybe. And then the third neighborhood I drove through was more my style of house in terms of size. Almost like little cottage style houses, which I think is very cute. But the 2 things that I noticed is that, number 1, there's no garages. It's just like a pull-up little driveway, which is okay because my van is tall, and if I find a place, it's gonna have to have a garage that's extra tall, which is probably pretty hard to find. And then that night I wanted to take my son out to dinner as just a thank you for helping me with fixing my pipes and letting me stay at his house for a few days and stuff like that. So we went to a Mexican food restaurant called Rayo's Taqueria. He chose it. He said that he was looking for a specific kind of taco, birria tacos, which looked delicious. I just had a bean and cheese and avocado burrito. But when I told him to pick a restaurant, I was like, as long as they have good queso, that's all that matters. And this place, their queso was so good, I could have drank it straight from that little bowl. Now I will say, I was not impressed with their pricing on the queso, because that little container was $8.50 for the queso and chips. What is this, liquid gold? I mean, it tasted good, I will say. But it was the experience. Me and my son had a really nice time. So this morning I got up, went to Planet Fitness, got my shower, read my Bible, and it's time to go. And I'm headed to Jacksonville, Florida.
In her trip toward Florida, she pulled over at a rest stop. Just a quick break, nothing special. But that's exactly where things got weird. because apparently Florida doesn't even wait for you to arrive before the strange stuff starts.
Alright, this is a little better. Nice. This guy just tried to walk up to me. So, just... And then this guy with his lights that just flashed on me. I mean, I feel bad because he's asking for a jump, but you shouldn't, as a man, approach a woman asking her for a jump. There's 50 million other cars in this parking lot, and you can go into the casino and ask. Maybe when he saw that I was a woman, he didn't keep coming up to my van, but I just kept looking down, so it's a no for me. I'm going in the back. Make sure I lock my door. What seems weird to me is that he's just standing there back by his truck. Maybe he's just frazzled, but if it was me, I would definitely go in to the casino and see if there's like a security that could help. And I'm just scoping it out now because he had started to walk up to my van and then he kind of just stopped approaching me, but I don't want him to walk back over here, so I just want to make sure. Where did he go? Okay, good job, guy. He's walking towards the casino. Alright, so these are the fun, well, it's only fun if nothing bad happens, but these are the fun things that I like to do, is to like have these little spy moments from my van, because I'm nosy. But it's also kind of cool to be like parked outside of Margaritaville. Alright. Nice and quiet.
So, a random guy walks up asking for a jump, and sure, maybe his car really did die, or maybe he just wanted to see what else he could get running. Either way, Allison did the smart thing. No small talk, no hero moment. That's the thing about van life. It's freedom on wheels. But you never know who's watching when you park. Some people want directions. Others just want a story that ends badly for you. While a family was ice fishing on a frozen lake, they suddenly noticed a dog struggling in the ice. It was trapped, shivering, and unable to free itself. The cold wind bit at their faces as they rushed closer, unsure if they could save it in time.
Be careful, be careful, be careful. Súmanos. Come on, Snowball. Snowball, te vas a caer. Snowball, please. Give me a puff. Agárrame la mano. Is someone calling the owners? Is somebody calling the owners?
Estoy en el Maxa. No, te vas a caer.
Shumara, you're gonna fall down. You're gonna fall down. Come on. Come on. Yes! We did it!
They acted just in time, carefully pulling the poor dog out of the freezing water. Its tiny body trembled in relief as warmth and safety returned. In that moment, the family had not just saved a life, they had given hope to a creature who had no way to save itself. A couple went out fishing, enjoying a calm day on the water. After a while, their fishing rod suddenly started pulling harder than ever before, and trust me, you are not ready to see what they managed to catch.
So beautiful.
He's beautiful.
Look at the size of his lips, though.
They managed to catch a massive Napoleon fish, its vibrant scales glinting in the sunlight. Knowing it was an endangered species, they gently released it back into the water, watching it glide away gracefully. The encounter left them completely in awe, a rare, breathtaking moment with nature that they would carry in their memories forever. In the small town of Los Sant Antonio, Las Esperanza, Mexico, a group of fishermen made a shocking discovery. They came across a sealed bag shaped like a human body, appearing to contain a corpse, but when they opened it, their shock only grew. Inside was a life-sized ventriloquist doll with a disturbing face and razor-sharp claws. The fishermen quickly posted their discovery online. People suggested they burn it, but to everyone's astonishment, the doll wouldn't catch fire. Locals began to whisper that it might be cursed. A specialist later revealed it was made from epoxine resin, a material that doesn't burn easily, yet the mystery remained. Who would throw such a terrifying doll into a river, wrapped in a garbage bag as if desperate to get rid of it? What started as a normal day of fishing in Whitianga, New Zealand turned into a nightmare when a shark jumped out of the water and landed directly on their boat. The entire encounter was captured on camera, and the chaos is impossible to ignore. No one was prepared for this sudden nightmare. The shark thrashed violently on the bow of the boat, water splashing everywhere, while the fishermen froze in shock. They could only watch, hearts racing, as the terrifying scene unfolded right before their eyes, completely out of their control. A group of fishermen were enjoying a normal day on their boat when suddenly one of them bent over to toss a fish or bait the line. Out of nowhere, a shark lunged from the water, grabbing him and dragging him under.
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
Fortunately, it all happened so quickly. His friends managed to pull him out of the water before anything tragic could occur, saving his life. But the terrifying encounter left a lasting mark, one that would likely haunt their dreams for a long time. Jeremy and a few friends went out fishing, expecting a calm, ordinary day, but that changed the moment their fishing rod started pulling harder than ever before by something they had never seen. When they finally brought it closer to the surface, they were stunned to see a massive stingray rising from the depths. The group stood in awe, capturing the unbelievable moment on camera, just to prove it was real.
1 meter 91, nearly 2 meters across, 191.
Some say the red megalodon is just a legend, a myth that never truly existed, but these fishermen might make you think twice. While out at sea, their fishing rod suddenly bent like never before, pulling with unbelievable force. When they reeled it in, the water beneath them turned red, and what emerged left them frozen. A massive shark, unlike anything they'd ever seen, its skin tinted dark crimson. They caught it for only a moment before it broke free, vanishing into the depths. A group of tourists were enjoying a peaceful boat ride, watching a nearby hippopotamus glide through the water, but something, maybe the noise or how close they got, suddenly set the animal off. In an instant, the hippo charged straight toward the boat, its massive jaws wide open. The driver hit the throttle, speeding away just in time. They were lucky, because few people realize just how deadly a hippo's strength can be. These fishermen were far out at sea, enjoying a calm day of fishing, when suddenly, they hooked the catch of a lifetime, but when it surfaced, they were left in absolute shock.
The biggest fish ever on Black Fish, a great white shark. Look at that thing.
A great white shark, weighing nearly 1,800 pounds. For a moment, they just stood there in awe, watching the giant predator thrash beside their boat. Then, with respect for the creature and the sea itself, they released it back into the water.
Right now, and we're gonna let her go.
They went magnet fishing, expecting nothing more than a few rusty nails or old tools, but as the magnet hit the bottom, it latched onto something big and heavy. One pull after another, they started bringing up weapons, an entire arsenal hidden beneath the river for decades. No one knows who put it there, or why.
Is that a big round? Is that really?
Let this one bomb.
No.
Holy crap, dude. Wow. That's a big round. That's artillery. That's artillery.
Holy cow.
Dude, that's the biggest round. He got one.
Yeah, and this thing's live too.
Leave it there. Don't let anyone go on the bridge. Holy crap.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, we got a bomb.
An unexploded bomb, deadly and unstable, was pulled up, and it had to be handled by the right people. They didn't take any chances and immediately called the authorities.
Right now we are getting ready to call bomb squad. It's basically an anti-material artillery round. So the cops have just arrived. So we got bomb squad right there.
The bomb squad's backing up right now.
There they are with their x-ray machine.
All right. You guys have a curfew from magnet fishing from 2 p.m. No, just kidding.
You guys just x-ray needed after 5?
Well, it's different densities in the metals is what we're trying to get through. So
they're taking off with it right now. It's inside their 8-ball.
When the authorities arrived, the truth was revealed. The bomb hadn't exploded, but considering its age, it could have gone off at any second. A day that began as a peaceful outing for magnet fishing had almost turned into a deadly disaster. The mud, the river, and the calm surface all hid a terrifying secret, reminding us that danger can lie beneath the water, waiting, unseen, for the unsuspecting. A group of fishermen stumbled upon a life-size doll as big as a child and utterly terrifying. Its face looked like something straight out of a horror movie, covered in mud with a chilling, menacing stare. We don't know if it's haunted or where it came from, but one can only hope they destroyed it, or at least returned it to the place they found it. Some things buried deep are never meant to be discovered. These fishermen set out for what was supposed to be just another quiet day at sea, but what they caught that day was anything but ordinary. After an intense struggle, they finally pulled in a massive blue marlin.
Holy shit!
It's incredible what can hide beneath the water's surface. That day, the ocean revealed one of its giants, and the fishermen were rewarded for their fight and for never giving up, a reminder that sometimes the sea gives back to those who dare to challenge it. A fisherman was struggling to reel in what felt like a big catch, but when it finally surfaced, he couldn't believe his eyes. The fish he caught wasn't alone. Its entire body was clamped in the jaws of a massive predator, proof that in the deep, there's always something bigger watching.
Oh, use my hand.
It's a giant.
Oh my God.
A fisherman cast his line, everything set for a quiet catch, but what he hooked that day, he never could have prepared for.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
An enormous fish suddenly broke the surface, leaving the fisherman completely stunned. Overwhelmed by the moment, he even jumped into the water to take a picture with it, something that might not have been the safest idea.
Look at that fish. Look at that giant. The tail.
These fishermen weren't surprised by a big catch or rough waves, but by a massive swarm of bees that suddenly surrounded their boat. No matter where they moved, the bees wouldn't leave them alone, turning a calm day on the water into pure chaos. While out fishing, a man stumbled upon a strange cave and decided to explore it. But the deeper he went, the darker it got. And let's just say, he probably should have stayed by the water.
This is nice. Is that a head? Oh my gosh, it's a head. What is that? Is that a coyote? I'm not very smart on which heads these bones are, but it looks like a coyote, I'm pretty sure. Make it over here. Wow, there's really not much else in here, but you could easily probably get all the way back in there and stand up. I don't know, we're gonna try it. More bones on the ground here. There's actually quite a lot of room. We got another bone right there. Some stuff back in there, a lot of bugs, bones. That's just a stick. No writing. Is that a cave? No way. There's a cave right there. What do we got in here? Oh boy.
group of fishermen set up at a strange spot, right on the edge of a cliff, but the waves below kept crashing closer, each one stronger than the last. The place felt unstable, dangerous, like the ocean itself was warning them to leave.
Pescador corajoso, aí uma d'água, ó. Aí, e desce ali daquela corda ali, ó.
Some fishermen at the docks were left speechless when a massive whale surfaced just a few feet away. The sight was breathtaking and a little terrifying. Moments like this remind us just how small we really are compared to what lives beneath the waves.
Right here, dude.
While fishing along the shore, a man noticed something strange. Curious, he decided to drop a piece of fish as bait, hoping to see what was down there. But before the bait even touched the bottom, something powerful struck. The line went tight instantly, pulled with unbelievable force. Whatever was beneath him wasn't small. It devoured the bait in one bite and vanished back into the dark water. A chilling reminder that in the depths, we're never the ones truly in control. A man on a boat was trying to catch fish with a spear, like something out of medieval times. But what he didn't realize, a crocodile had spotted him instead, and it seemed like he had become the prey. What happened next? Well, you'll have to see for yourself.
Matt, he's gonna be way up here in front of you. Right up here to your right. Oh, Matt! Matt, come on. Get out of there.
Let's meet Janet. She had just moved into a brand new apartment. What was supposed to be a moment of joy, a fresh start, her own little space, slowly turned into something she could only describe as a nightmare. At first, everything seemed perfectly normal. She was posting TikToks about moving in, redecorating, and unpacking, the usual stuff. But then, one day, things started to change.
Hi. Who are you? Can I help you?
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
While filming a casual workout session, things took a terrifying turn. Out of nowhere, a strange man appeared inside her apartment, acting like he knew her. Panicked, Janet did the only thing she could. She ran, straight out of her own home. And honestly, who wouldn't? But when she later watched the footage, she noticed something she hadn't seen before. Right before she ran, the door had opened by itself. And as if that wasn't disturbing enough, a few nights later, while sitting quietly with her cat, something even darker happened. A loud bang suddenly echoed through the apartment. Janet froze, her heart pounding. She was sure someone had broken in again. She searched every corner, every room. Nothing. But then, another sound, softer this time, led her toward the bedroom. And that's where things got truly disturbing. On the bed, pressed into the mattress, were what looked like imprints, as if someone invisible was sitting right there, watching her. Or maybe something not quite human. Later that night, Janet said her laptop was stolen, proof that someone had been inside, but that still doesn't explain the handprints, or the door opening on its own. So what do you think? Was this a break-in, or something far more sinister? Diana was asleep when flashing lights and police sirens jolted her awake in the middle of the night. Looking out the window, she saw officers surrounding her neighbor Tom's RV. Curious and a bit uneasy, she grabbed her phone to record, not knowing what she was about to capture. But what ended up on that video was far stranger than anyone expected. Stay tuned, this one gets weird.
Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. Oh, that's a lot of cops.
Holy shit, what the hell? Oh my god, they're calling.
They're coming out.
Are they calling something in? They're going back over. What was Tom doing?
Is there like an app you can check or something?
Oh my Jesus.
While Diana focused on the chaos outside, flashing lights, shouting officers, she missed something deeply unsettling. In the corner of her recording stood a small figure, not moving, not reacting. It looked like a child, or maybe something else entirely. And what's even creepier, none of the police officers seemed to notice it. Later it was confirmed her neighbor Tom had been found dead inside the RV. A few days after, Diana returned to help clean the place, and what she captured on camera this time is something you'll have to see for yourself.
Oh my goodness. Oh, great. Oh my god.
A dead crow suddenly dropped from the ceiling, sending Diana into shock, but what she discovered after that left her completely stunned.
Wait a minute. Oh, Jesus. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, it's good.
After finding the strange drawing, Diana asked her father if Tom, the neighbor who died, had ever mentioned children. He said yes, but the boy passed away when he was very young. Suddenly everything clicked. The small childlike figure in her video, the dead crow crashing from the ceiling. All of it seemed connected. In many cultures, a crow's death is seen as a sign, a warning from the other side. Maybe what Diana caught on camera wasn't just coincidence. Maybe it was Tom's son, still there, waiting for his father. What do you think really happened in that RV? Aaliyah is a mother who's been living through every parent's nightmare, her daughter's terrifying nights. No matter what the doctors prescribed, nothing worked. The screams, the panic, they just kept getting worse. So one night, desperate for answers, Aaliyah grabbed her phone to record what was happening, just to have proof for the specialists. And what that footage revealed is something you'll want to see for yourself.
I'm scared.
Scared? Are we scared, baby? big girl. Come here, big girl. Come here, big girl. It's okay. There's the vent right there, baby. See? The vent pushes the door. You're fine, okay? Be big girl? Be scared, just remember. Baby Lenny's here, mommy's here. We're all gonna be together in the same house. It's gonna be okay. Let's go to bed. What's wrong, Cora? Sweetie, what are you afraid of? You're scaring me, honey. I don't see anything.
Suddenly, all 4 window blinds slammed shut at once, startling both Aaliyah and her daughter. Terrified, they ran and locked themselves inside the bedroom, spending the entire night there, too afraid to come out. And honestly, who wouldn't? The next morning, Aaliyah filmed another video, showing that it was impossible for anyone to close all 4 blinds at the same time, proving once and for all, something truly strange was happening inside that house.
Blinds do not have any remote or electronics. We just open them back up so I could show you. You have to be physically standing by the blinds in order to close them like this. There is no wires or anything like that. There's no way this could be battery powered or anything. They just close on their own. And also, all 4 of them closed at the exact same time. There's no way that's possible because you have to touch it and close it like that. It's not electronic. It's not battery powered. That's not creepy.
While explaining that the blinds could only be closed manually, one by one, something unexpected happened. A door behind her slowly creaked open on its own. That moment alone was enough to make your skin crawl. But what she revealed after that was even more terrifying and almost impossible to explain. Pay close attention. This is where things get truly disturbing.
So the AC was not on when the door closed. It's very loud. And you can hear it coming from the vent. The air vent could not have pushed this door closed in that other video because the air was not on, the AC was not on.
At first, she thought maybe it was just the air conditioner causing the door to move, but this time, it wasn't even on. That's when she started to believe something truly paranormal was happening in that house. Between the blinds moving on their own and her daughter's terrifying nights, it was clear something wasn't right. Honestly, maybe calling a priest or having the place blessed wouldn't be such a bad idea, because after seeing what she's shown, it feels like anything is possible. Or maybe the best choice is just to move out entirely. What would you do if you were in her place? This next video comes from India, at a place locals call one of the most haunted spots in the entire country, Gwalior Fort, an ancient historic site filled with stories of battles, betrayal, and restless spirits said to still wander its halls. Amit Kumar decided to explore the area for himself, but what he captured on camera that night, well, let's just say the locals might have been right all along.
एक मिनट रुको क्या अरे रुको ना बता रहा हूँ बोल तो सही क्या रुको तो सही अरे रुको एक मिनट अरे रुको ना एक मिनट वीडियो बंद कर बता.
In the footage, a strange figure appears, right behind his friend. At first, Amit doesn't notice it, turning the camera away for just a moment, but when he pans back, not even a second later, it's gone, completely vanished. Still, that brief glimpse looked too real to ignore. So what do you think? Was it a clever fake? Or did Amit's camera actually capture something from the other side? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious what you believe. Somewhere in Indonesia, a girl was recording a simple cooking video, just another normal TikTok. Everything looked ordinary until she turned the camera back toward herself. What she accidentally captured in that moment wasn't supposed to be there.
Dikit dan bakso. So yummy. So, kita langsung aja ambil mangkok.
A horrifying figure, almost like something straight out of a horror movie, was seen in the video. It appeared beside the staircase, its head peeking unnaturally around the corner, and then it started moving down toward her. No one knows what happened next, or if the girl is okay. The clip spread fast across Indonesian social media, but the original source remains a mystery. If anyone out there knows more about this video, let me know, because this one's truly chilling. Two people dressed up for Halloween, costumes on, candy bags in hand, walked up to a house like any other trick-or-treaters. But something about them felt off. Their posture, their size, they didn't look like kids at all. And when the doorbell camera caught what they did next, it became clear they weren't there for candy. Let's just say, this is the kind of clip that reminds you Halloween isn't all fun and games. The moment the homeowner opens the door, things take a dark turn. One of the men suddenly tries to force his way inside, pushing the door with full strength while the owner struggles to keep it shut. The woman in costume quickly runs off, only to return with another man who was waiting outside. Now both of them start pushing on the door, trying to break in, turning what looked like a harmless Halloween visit into a real-life nightmare. Fortunately, the homeowner managed to shut the door just in time. The intruders tried again, but it was useless. They gave up and fled the scene. Judging by how he held his ground against two grown men pushing at once, the homeowner must either work out or be incredibly strong.